So I call it French Antarctic, but actually the correct name is French Southern and Antarctic Territory. And consists in the following places: is Adelie Land. This is actually in the Antarctic continent. And then there is all these group of islands, like the Crozet Islands, the Kerguelen Islands, St. Paul and Amsterdam Islands, and the Scarlet Islands. Now, these islands has been recognized by the UNESCO because of all their wilderness, biodiversity, and huge bird colonies that they have. They're very nice. Now, what is also interesting is that there are pretty much no permanent inhabitants. In the winter is around 150 and 300 in the summer. And the first stamp was issued, actually was an overprint stamp in 1955. I will show that later. Now, I just put a few stamps in here that I like them. That's the reason I just selected. Now, the first stamp that you see on the left, the first stamp on the left is this penguin that is called the emperor penguin. Now, I guess this is a drawing. It is with a scientist in here because the emperor penguin is the largest, the tallest penguins on Earth. It could be about even 4 feet. Then the second stamping here is called weather seal. Now, the reason I thought was interesting because this seal could be submerged for 80 minutes at a time. I don't know how he does it, but it's amazing. This is that great, I think they call it great blue whale. Now, the next person, you know, in this stamp, you're going to see a lot of people faces. They are mainly explorers, and this is one of them. This is Dumont d'Urville, and he actually discovered Adelie Land in here in the Antarctic, and the name Adelie comes from his wife, Adele. Then the last stamp that I have in here, this is also when you see fresh Antarctic stamps, you always see this stamp is a kind of nice stamp. That's that black brow albatross. So now I'm going to show you the stamps. I have it in 3 categories. You know, one group is perforated stamps. The other one is imperforated. And those ones, they're going to have a mix with trial colors. And the last set is going to be a proof. Okay, so let me just go. So this is the stamp number 1 in here. So it is a Madagascar stamp that was overprinted because previously all this territory was a dependency of Madagascar. But then Madagascar, this is 1955. Madagascar was already in the process to get the independence from France. And so then France already took over again and actually was administration took place was in reunion. So then here the next, these are these rock penguins. These are supposed to be very small penguins. I think this is the smallest penguins that you can find. What is this one? This is St. Paul. St. Paul Island, one of the islands that I mentioned before. Now you have some elephant seals in here. This is some polar research things in here. This is the coat of arms. This is the weather seal that I mentioned before. Now, this penguin in here, this is the king penguin. So it's not easy to distinguish between the emperor penguin and the king penguin. So the emperor penguin is the tallest penguin on Earth. And the second one is the king penguin. And they are very similar, only there are a few differences. Here is big, in here is more straight, the other one is a little bit curved. And there are some colors in their face, but one thing that really will make it really easier if they are with the chicks, because the chick of the king penguin is brown. So right away you will be able to tell. But the other ones, that emperor penguin is not. Anyway, so here is, this is, this is another explorer, Kerguelen. So he discovered the Kerguelen Islands. Here you have, I read that they are fighting these elephant seals in here. Then this is another of the islands, Crozet. So there is penguins and the islands on the back. Now this is some type of international camp, quiet,
Sun.
something like this, sun, right? Yes. Yeah. And this is the great blue whale. And this is the killer whale. And you have the albatross here. And this is Dumont d'Urville. And this is some organizations, anniversaries, I think, yeah. This is some expeditions in that polar in the Antarctic. This is that international post-union in here, this one in here. And this, they call it ice fish.
Ice fish.
Yeah, that's their names. There are different species on that. And this is the map of the Antarctic. And I think it's, yeah, there was a treaty that they have to follow, all these countries in the Antarctic. And I read that wherever they have territories, they declare in the Antarctic, some are not fully recognized by everybody, you know. So I don't think even the US recognize officially this French territory in the Antarctic. Okay, some insects in here. And de Gaulle, the French president. This is the anniversary of the Postal Service. Some more birds and seals. Then we have James Cook that appears in stamps of many countries. And another the picture of the great blue whale, dolphins. Anniversary of that expeditions. Another explorer, Sebastian Del Cano. More seals. Yeah, then here you got more penguins. These look like that. Is the name exactly? It look like that. Yeah, they're small and by their head, look like that. More explorers. Now, here you see a deer. I know that they did a lot of experiments. They brought different type of animals to see if they can survive in those areas.
I think it's a caribou from the Arctic.
Oh yeah, okay. So maybe this was not one of the experiments, but I know that.
Well, yeah, it would be from Canada's Arctic. They have caribou like that.
Okay, yeah. And this is the Dumont d'Urville, you know, that the person who discovered Adelie Land. Yeah, like here. Maybe, I don't know if this were original from there, but maybe that's part of the experiment bringing. Now it's coming that air postal stamps. Okay, so more penguins in here. In general, you know, yes, in the catalog, I see that air postal stamps usually are more valuable than the regular stamps for this country. This is the stamp that I showed you at the beginning, the Emperor Penguin. And that's the Concord. So you're going to see oaths, that the coat of arms. A penguin with that map of that Antarctic. Okay, this is an elephant seal. And we see the gold again. And this is Adele Dumont d'Urville. So this is the wife of that explorer. So the name of that Adele land came from her name.
Cape Horn, Greenland, huh?
Now, what is interesting, because as I showed at the beginning, that pretty much everybody only lives temporarily in this place. So there are not elections, there is pretty much nothing, maybe some military personnel just taking care of the place. But besides that, the administration is in reunion, and yes, not that many people there. And this is the end of the air postal stamps. Okay, so now let's see what's happening here. Oh, there are some blocks in here. So this is just a single stamp. So I'm going to go a little bit fast because these are just blocks of the stamps. And what is this? This is the French Revolution. Yes. So now I'm going to show you the imperfect stamps. So you get that rockhopper penguin in here.
Are there imperf stamps for all of the issues or just for some of them?
Well, definitely the one from Madagascar, the #1 is not here.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Do I have for all of them? I'm not sure. So these ones not necessarily are in order, not necessarily. Okay. Yeah. What I have, you know, it could be most of them in imperfect, but maybe not all. Okay, let me just see something here. Okay, let's look at this 15 in here, right? Now you see it in here, different color. Okay, so this is a trial color, and you see that it's the same 15, and this is a kind of purple, some different color. And then you see the 15 in here, a little bit brownish. Then the same one in here, a little bit black. Here is more red, you know. So all of these are trial colors. Let's see what happened in here. Now, you see this writing in here, right? So usually in the margins, that I guess that the person doing the printing, or that yeah, whoever designed it was trying different colors, so was taking notes. So you see that a lot, at least for this country. Maybe other countries, other French countries, French dependencies or properties, territories, you will see this type of writing in there. And this is the king penguin that we see. This is the Weddell seal, and this is the coat of arms. Now here, same thing happening here, right? This is a trial color. And here, that's interesting. You know, this is, as I said before, this is a stamp that everybody that have this country wants to have, this stamp. And now here is in different colors. Now, even these two are different, right? Look the same, but if you look at the feet in here, it's a different feet, right? So everything is really different. Even the first to this one is different. If you, well, you can tell it is actually different. Yeah, you can tell. So there are different trial colors, and same thing happening here, and you're going to see it in many places. This is obvious too. So this is not just imperfect. Some are just trial colors, and with Dumont d'Urville, you will see a few different.
Are all the trial colors imperf?
As far as I know, yes, they all. I never have seen. I never have across to a perfect stamp that is trial color. I haven't. At least not for this country. Yeah, no. And the same thing happened with that Antarctic map, that treaty anniversary. This is just imperfect for that insects. Let's see, is there anything here? Is this different or no? Oh, this is different. This one here, and this too, I guess, yeah. And here there are a few different colors. And the dolphin is definitely. Yeah, this is different. Same thing here. Yeah, I guess they try to see how they will come in different colors, you know. This one kind of doesn't make sense, so I'm not exactly sure what's their idea when they start testing, because, you know, I don't know what they will expect when they see it like this. And these two, so different colors. Okay. So let me just go really quick in here then. Okay, so that's it.
Wow.
Let me go really quick with the proof. I just going to go quick because Dan is waiting, I guess. So these are die proof signed by the artist. And these are like a deluxe sheets. Okay, this is it. So I'm sorry it took so long. It's just too many stamps.